Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am back home in Lubbock, safe and sound. My dad, he just took back off home to Missouri, and it was sad to see him go. But we had a great trip. It was a 4-day trip throughout New Mexico. We traveled about 750 miles, and originally it was going to be a 6-day trip, but the excessive heat that we had, it kind of cut that short because my dad, his great big Kawasaki has a bit of a overheating issue. He needs a new radiator, and that excessive heat really amplified that problem. And so we would cruise around 55 to 60 to keep his bike temperature down, which for my bike, that was perfect cruising speed. And then we did have to make a couple stops to let it cool down. And so that's why we cut the trip short, just because the next, we got back on Friday, and Saturday, it was going to be the highest of them all. But we saw everything that we wanted to see and more, and so it was an absolutely amazing trip. And the next few videos that's going to come out is going to be of that trip. It's going to be a mix of videos and pictures, and yeah, it was a great trip. If any of you all ever have an opportunity to go on a trip like this with your parents, friends or family, or just by yourself, do it. I was able to do it on 1980 Honda CM400A, a 37-year-old bike that was a small bike that was made more of a in-town short day trip bike that, because of the automatic transmission, cruising at 55 or 60, I was going anywhere between 55 to 6,000 RPMs, and so that little engine was going. So it wasn't made for it whatsoever, and yet I was able to do it. So as long as you prepare your bike, make sure it's good, you can do anything. So if you ever get a chance to go on a trip like this, do it. You will not regret it. And for me, it was a trip of a lifetime, because I've wanted to go on a trip like this with my dad ever since I was little. Because he's been riding for decades. He's been all throughout the U.S. He went through Canada a couple years ago, and I was too young or small to do it, or I didn't have a bike until this year. This year was different, and it was awesome. It was completely worth it. So if you all ever get a chance to do it, do it. You won't regret it. But I hope you all enjoy the videos, and you'll be safe, be kind, and I will see you later. Bye bye. All right. It's gonna be the trip of a lifetime. First trip with my dad.